good morning, everyone. Great to be here with you today for this, our first live viewings product webinar. So I wanted to start by just saying we're truly overwhelmed by the response to this product. And for me, it's real testament to our industry that we're one of the first regions in the world adopting at scale this technology. I just wanted to start by making a few housekeeping notes. So the first is that we're all doing this while working from home, and we've worked very hard to make sure we iron out any technical difficulties, but if we do have any, please do bear with us. The second is that if you have any questions throughout the webinar, please ask them in the question box. We have Q&A at the end, so we will get to your questions at that point. Okay, on with the webinar. So first, wanted to introduce myself and the other two ladies I have with me today. So hi everyone, I'm Rose. I lead consumer product here at Property Finder. I'm also joined by Emily, who leads product management for our consumer app and for Lead Tracker, and by Lynette Abad, who is our Director of Research and Data at Property Finder. Okay. So a little bit about the agenda for today. So first we'll start by talking about what a live viewing is. Second, we'll talk about how to run one. Third, we'll talk about how you can run one really successfully, so some tips and tricks that we've learned from industries around the world. And we'll end with a question and answer session. Okay, so first, what is a live viewing? So in a nutshell, a live viewing is an online tour of a property broadcast live. The live viewing will be scheduled and broadcast by you live from Lead Tracker. Property seekers, locally and around the world, will be able to watch your live viewing on the Property Finder website. And this is a little preview of what it will look like. And why should we care? First, it gives you increased access to international and local property seekers while they stay home. Second, we believe it will save you time as you can run one viewing for multiple clients. Third, it will mean you can spend less time on early stage property seekers and more time closing deals. And that's a big piece of feedback we've had from you over the months and years, is that you spend a lot of time doing viewings with people who might be quite early stage. And this now provides a great tool for people who are just shortlisting to do multiple viewings without wasting lots of your time. Okay, now I'm going to show a quick video introducing the feature. So it might take a couple of seconds for me to switch over. I'm going to do that now.
The future has come early. Get your property seen by local and international clients. Conduct viewings while your clients stay at home. Property Finder Live Viewings. Step 1. Download Lead Tracker from the App Store or Play Store. Step 2. Select properties and choose the listing you want to schedule a live viewing for. Set the date and time for your live viewing. Your viewing is now scheduled. Step 3. To remind yourself, add the viewing to your calendar. Once you have scheduled the viewing, home seekers will find this on your listing. They will be able to add a reminder in their calendar for your live viewing. Step 4. When you are at the property, to start the viewing, select Go Live. You will now be broadcasting the property live to all the potential clients. And this is what your clients will see. They will ask questions via the comments. Be ready to answer them. Potential clients can register their interest after the viewing. This will come through to you as an email lead. Go live with Property Finder Live Viewings. Available now on Lead Tracker app and propertyfinder.ae.
Okay, So at this point, we're going to get into the meat of this session. We're going to talk about how to run a live viewing, and I'm going to hand over to my colleague Emily to do this.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rose. So yes, I'd now like to walk you through in detail the steps of how to run a live viewing with the technology that Property Finder have provided. So step one, we want everyone who's interested in this feature to kind of register that with us. And the most important thing for you today is going to be getting verified as an agent. These are 2 requirements that you'll need to do to be able to schedule and run live viewings with the Property Finder estate. In order to become a verified agent, there's a couple of quick steps that we hope that you guys are happy to pursue. And simply, that's going to be completing all the mandatory fields of your profile in the Manager tool. So this includes things like your image, your biography, title, languages, etc., so that we have a very full picture of who you are. And the second thing will be to upload your RERA card if you're based in Dubai, or your residency visa if you're based anywhere else in the Emirates. Once you've done that, it will be submitted for approval. And on receiving that application, our team will review it and we'll get back to you as soon as possible to confirm that you have been verified. There's a couple of things that potentially might stop you from getting verified, and the 2 most common things we find are that images are poor quality. So when you're submitting a picture of yourself, please try to make sure it's very clear, very crisp, and something that we could show on our website. The second reason tends to be the description, so your biography. If they're not very detailed, then we find it difficult to verify who you are. So please show as much information as you can about yourself. If any of you aren't currently Property Finder clients, then please get in touch with your account managers and they can certainly support with getting you onboarded to the Property Finder portal, and we can work through the steps to get you verified as an agent. So that's step 1. Let's move on to step 2. So step 2 is downloading Lead Tracker. So this is an application that we have built for agents to manage their leads and all the information that they host on the Property Finder website. If you don't have it at the moment, it's very simple. You can download it from the App Store, and at the moment we're supporting both Apple and Android. So it's available for free from either the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. As soon as you've got it downloaded, it's very simple. All you need to do is log in with your manager details and all your information will be there. There's one piece of advice we'd like to give everyone, and that's just please keep the app up to date. The reason we ask you to do that is you'll constantly benefit from the improvements and any of the fixes that we're making to the product as we move forward. If you don't know how to update the app, just navigate to the App Store and you'll see notifications which tell you when there's something new on Lead Tracker. And we'll always try to inform you in the application store of all the things that we've changed. Step 3. So the fun part, scheduling a live viewing. So once you've got the application downloaded on your phone and you've logged in, you need to navigate to the Properties tab. You can see based on the image, it's the center point of the app, and this will show you all the properties that you currently have listed with Property Finder. On selecting, in order to go and schedule a viewing, you should select the property that you're interested in running the viewing on. And on selecting that, you'll be taken to a more detailed screen, which shows you information about the property, but also showcases the new feature that we have available. So you can see here on the image that there's a little new tag, which shows you that this is part of the new feature we're launching. And on tapping schedule a live viewing, it will then proceed to ask you for some details. It's very simple. All we're going to ask you to do is pick a date and a time and click schedule a live viewing. For this, we're advising everyone that you schedule as far in advance as possible. The tool at the moment is limited so that you can schedule up to an hour before, but as early as possible means you'll get great exposure from the website and the marketing and allow customers to really find out and save this property so that they can come back and do the live viewing at the convenient time. And finally, when you've scheduled the viewing, you'll see that the property details screen will update. You've got a couple of options here. One that we really recommend everyone does is add this to their calendar. The reason we recommend that you do this is you'll get a reminder of when the viewing is about to start, or probably 10 to 15 minutes beforehand. So it kind of gets a sense of what's going on and helps you remain organized. There's a couple of other things that we've added in, so you will be able to share the viewing with any other potential leads and clients that perhaps didn't come via Property Finder, but if you can share the link, they can also join in when the live viewing happens. We've also built the ability to cancel the live viewing. Again, this is not something we want to recommend, particularly because at the moment we're limited in telling consumers that the live viewing isn't happening. But if you are in a situation where your schedule changes or something comes up, you can cancel the viewing up to 15 minutes beforehand. Again, this is all done via the Lead Tracker app. And then the final step, so going live, which hopefully everyone's familiar with from the worlds of Facebook and Instagram. But what we're recommending agents do is get to the property at least 15 minutes before. This will give you time to get set up, check internet connection, make sure the property is tidy, and lots of tips and tricks are coming in the second part of this presentation from Rose. Once you've arrived at the property, open the Lead Tracker app and go to the particular property that you're running the live viewing on. You can see on the screen here that there's also a live viewings filter that will help you navigate quickly to the properties where you've scheduled live viewings, so it makes it really easy for you guys to find that. And selecting the property, you'll now see in the details section that its state has changed and it's ready to go live. Don't worry at this point, when you click on it, it won't go live because there are some checks and things that we're going to do in place before you're ready to start showcasing the property in question. When you click on go live, the handset will be forced into landscape. We've done this for a reason because it gives the best experience for the viewers or your potential clients who are looking at this property. You will see this screen which says checking your connection. Checking your connection means we're doing lots of things in the background to set up the technology to allow you to stream. This may take a minute or two, so just be patient and make sure that you don't close the phone at this point. Once the connection's established and we're ready to go, you'll see a message that says ready when you are. That means it's up to you to press the button and go live. You can see at the bottom there's a record, which is a familiar pattern. When you click this, you will then be broadcasting live to all the viewers and the potential clients. When you're live, you will see comments appear on the right-hand side of Lead Tracker, and this will be coming from your viewers asking you questions about the property. Make sure to answer them, and if you need to repeat things, please do. You'll also see the number of viewers, so these are potential clients who have joined your live viewing. And after that, you've completed your viewing, you've showcased the property, you will then close the viewing, and at this point, we will ask any potential viewers or clients whether they're interested in the property. So this will appear on the website, and on selecting yes, the consumer can submit their interest. This will come through as an email lead, and as part of that email lead, you'll get the name, the phone number, and the email address of that potential client. Also, if you're familiar with Lead Tracker, we actually show you your email leads inside the application on the lead screen. So again, you'll be able to see those leads come through. The other thing that we've done is included in the email that these people attended the viewing, which will give you an indication of what they saw and therefore help you to follow up more effectively. Also, after the viewing, we are going to email you with a recording of the live viewing, which you'll be able to keep for yourselves or share more widely. And we're also going to submit the comments to you just so that you've got some information on the types of questions that were asked, and also it will help you to improve when you run further live viewings. And that's it from me. So that's very much a step-by-step process for how you might run a live viewing. Obviously, if you have got any questions, please add them in the tool and we'll get to them in the Q&A. I'm going to hand back to Rose now, who's going to give you some tips and tricks for running the best live viewing.
Thanks very much, Emily. So yes, so we've collated a list of tips and tricks for getting the best out of your live viewing. Now, these have come from a whole host of sources, some of those sources being yourselves, who are already running virtual viewings. We've also spoken to Hemnet, leading portal in Sweden, and got their tips. We've got tips from Rightmove as well. So hopefully these will really help you supercharge your live viewing. Okay, so first, where and when to run your live viewing. So we recommend running live viewings on high quality and good value properties in popular areas to get more viewings. Now, this one won't come as a surprise to you. More users in at the top of the funnel, more go down to the bottom of the funnel. So pick properties that you think are really special, really well priced in great areas, maybe recently refurbished, that type of thing to showcase. Our data shows that Saturday, Sunday, and Monday are key property seeking days, so we recommend running your live viewings on these days. Natural sunlight will make your property look its best, so run your live viewings between 8 AM and 6 PM. Please also be careful if you're running viewings in the evening, that your property has electricity and lighting. In terms of times of the day that will work really well, we recommend 8 AM, 9 AM, and then we also have a peak in traffic on our portal around lunchtime, so that's also a great time to run your live viewings as well. So next, preparing for your live viewing. As Emily mentioned earlier, please arrive at the property at least 15 minutes before the live viewing to make sure you get set up. Check your internet connection, and if you can, join the property's Wi-Fi. We know this is not always possible, so we want to reassure you that live viewings works on 3G and 4G. Please also make sure your phone's charged as well. Presentation's everything, as you know. Make sure the property's clean and tidy. We recommend planning the route of your viewing, thinking about any key features you might want to mention and spend a little longer on, maybe a view, an upgraded kitchen. We recommend 3 to 4 kind of hero features that you really want to call out on your viewing. And please don't be afraid to walk the route of the property twice, if needed, on your viewing. And finally, just give your viewers a few minutes before you start the live viewing. We recommend starting the viewing 2 to 3 minutes after the scheduled time. This is based on data we have from Instagram and Facebook on their lives and how long it takes for most of their viewers to join. So, running your live viewing. We recommend your live viewing lasts between 15 and 25 minutes. And we know that might not always be possible with smaller properties, and you may need longer for larger properties. But we do recommend that this is a great amount of time for users to get a really, really good feel for your property. And don't be afraid to take it really slowly. Spend 2 to 3 minutes on every room, and also, as I said before, to walk the property twice, just in case people joined a little bit late. Again, walk around the property slowly so that users can really take in its features. I find it almost works to take it even slower than you think would be necessary. This will also help with your internet connection as well, as we find that if you move very quickly from one location to another, sometimes the internet connection can drop. Make sure you keep the live viewing window and lead tracker open at all times until the end of the live viewing. If you close lead tracker, you will end the live viewing. So yeah, just one to watch out for. Your viewers may ask you questions in the comments, as Emily mentioned. Look out for the questions and answer them on the viewing. So you'll see the comments on your screen, and then you can answer them out loud to your viewers. Introducing yourself. So as you all know, you're selling yourself as well as the property. So do start the live viewing by introducing yourself. Give your name, your agency, your specialization, length of real estate experience, detail of the property you're showing. For example, it's a 2-bed in Marina, it's got a great view and amazing price. And then end the video by saying goodbye or something similar, just to let your users know that you're signing off. And then sound. So once you're live, we recommend asking your viewers if they can see and hear you and reading the comments for feedback. So maybe ask them to just give you a simple yes, they can hear you. You might want to consider taking off your shoes. They can sound loud on film, particularly on wooden and stone flooring. And this is actually a key piece of advice that Hemnet are giving to their agents in Sweden. Please take your shoes off. Describe the property as you walk around it. Speak clearly as if you're speaking to an audience directly in front of you. You know the property amazingly well, and your viewers want to hear everything you have to say. If the property is by a loud road or a construction site, we recommend closing the windows and balcony doors for the viewing. You can go out on the balcony, but just make sure you close the doors behind you afterwards. Okay, video. So for the best view of the property, hold the camera steady out in front of you. You can get devices to help you to keep the camera steady, to keep the phone steady. My recommendation is that you hold the camera about shoulder height. That works really well for a view of the property. If you're in isolation with a partner or a friend, you might want to consider getting them to shoot your live viewing for you so that you don't have to hold the camera. I've seen this work really, really well. So you can stand in front of the camera. You just need to make sure that your partner or friend reads the questions out to you so that you can answer them. Natural lighting is the best lighting, as we said before. We recommend doing a live viewing in the daytime. Ensure that all blinds and curtains are open so that you can really flood the property with light. Okay, so that was all the tips. I'm just going to talk a little bit now about next steps. Okay, so please, if you're not already, I know a lot of you are, please make sure you're a verified Property Finder agent, and Emily mentioned earlier how to do that. It's all about updating your profile in Manager. Please also take the opportunity to download Lead Tracker if you haven't already. The feature won't be enabled yet, but this will allow you to make use of the feature as soon as we do enable it for you. We'll be activating the feature for you over the next 10 days. Now, coming to this webinar is a requirement for activating the feature, so you will be the first to get access to this feature. Very excitingly also, we're offering our first 50 live viewers extra marketing completely on us. So if you would like to benefit from this, email liveviewings@propertyfinder.ae today to be eligible. Tell us which property, which day, and we'll come back to you. So just a reminder, make sure you're a verified agent, download Lead Tracker, we'll activate you in the next 10 days. If you'd like extra marketing, email liveviewings@propertyfinder.ae.
Okay, I'm really excited about this. I remember the first time I saw the demo, Emily, I had goosebumps. This is something that I think truly is going to change the way people view property here in the UAE, and it's going to save you guys some very valuable time. Again, thank you everyone for joining the webinar. It's almost 12 o'clock, and we're always on time at Property Finder. So thank you everyone. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, and Ramadan Kareem tomorrow. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Bye.
Thank you.